Hello everybody, my name is Bill Eman, and since I've been hiking and filming in Switzerland for a few years now, I can honestly say I've never been to a place as magical as this wonderful country. So I thought I would show you some of my favorite places and things that I've experienced while hiking, filming, and touring through this beautiful landscape. When I think of Switzerland, the first place that always comes to mind is the Lauterbrunnen Valley. This place is so unreal, it's really like a fairy tale. It's only about 1 kilometer wide, but has these gigantic limestone rock walls that totally enclose this incredible alpine valley. And above these cliff walls tower the Swiss Alps, including the peaks of the Eiger, the Monk, and the Jungfrau. I would definitely say this is one of my favorite places to hike in Switzerland. We were in the Lauterbrunnen area to make a short film about Bob, an 86-year-old hiker making his way trekking through the Jungfrau region.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
If you have a few days there, I would absolutely recommend hiking up to the Obersteinberg Mountain Hotel for a night. Every time I visit Lauterbrunnen, I try to get up to this awesome and rustic 1880s mountain inn. The hike is almost 3,000 feet from the valley floor, and it usually takes about 3 to 4 hours. The payoff is definitely worth it as the views are incredible. My next all-time favorite is Zermatt. The Matterhorn just towers over this car-free town and is truly a sight to see. There is so much to explore around this area that you have to spend a few days here. Stellici Lake is a beautiful spot nearby, and to see the sunrise from here is just spectacular. We were invited here to make a film about Kirk and his fly fishing business he has on Lake Stellici. Watching and filming Kirk fishing on Stellici at sunrise with the peak of the Matterhorn lighting up is a beautiful memory I'll have forever. We stayed at the Flualp mountain hut right near the lake, so we were able to see the incredible stars that night and then catch an awesome sunrise on the Matterhorn. While in Zermatt, we took a day to make a short video about the Europa Bridge, the longest swinging footbridge in the world at about 1/3 of a mile long. The engineering on this bridge is really amazing. It's a great experience, unless of course you're afraid of heights. To me, this is a must-do item. We also took the train up to the Gornergrat and did some filming and hiking around the Gorner Glacier and the reflecting lake. It gets pretty busy during the day, so I recommend taking one of the first trains in the morning. The views of the Monte Rosa, the glacier, and the Matterhorn are stunning. We also made a short video about the nearby Gorner Gorge. It's a pretty casual walk through the gorge and see its natural beauty. As you stroll along the wooden walkways between the towering cliffs, you can feel the power of nature. The waters have carved these chasms since the last ice age to expose the serpentine rock that is over 200 million years old. I love Swiss cheese, but not the kind you may be thinking of with holes in it. No, I'm talking about Swiss mountain cheese from these cows right here eating all of these wildflowers in the Alps above Grindelwald. The cheese I'm talking about is made in a copper kettle, the way the Swiss have been doing it for hundreds of years. It's so good you can actually taste the hint of the wildflowers. We were here for a few days to make a film about Andreas, a Swiss mountain cheese maker and cow farmer, and it was an awesome experience. There are small farms like this one dotted all around Switzerland, and I am telling you this is some of the best cheese I've ever had. Cheesemakers like Andreas bring their cows high up into the Alps in the summer to eat all the delicious grasses, herbs, and wildflowers. It was so great to spend a few days up on the Alps filming Andreas with his cows and documenting him making Swiss Alps cheese. We had a great time, and of course we ate cheese at every meal. I'm looking forward to visiting Andreas again someday. I probably eat cheese every day while in Switzerland, mostly for the picnic lunches. But if you're really into cheese, you'll want to try raclette. It is usually heated up and then scraped onto potatoes or bread. I like the raclette and all the different types of cheese from Switzerland, but I especially like Gruyère's. We were in Gruyère to make a video about Gerrard and his cheese operation. Gerrard was fantastic to work with and had a great sense of humor. His cheese was tasty and his fondue was really good. That was a great day filming at Gerrard's place. If you're anywhere near Gruyère, you should see the medieval Gruyère's castle that was built in the 13th century. It has a military design with a tower and turrets at the corners. However, today you'll find its cobblestone streets lined with restaurants and shops like this chocolate shop we were invited to film a few years ago. The owner of this shop, Gerrard, is a true kid in a candy store as he just loves what he does.
That's perfect.
He learned to make chocolate as a child and has perfected it in his bean to bar Swiss chocolate shop. Traveling by train in Switzerland is probably the easiest way I've ever traveled in any country. There are even train tours you can take, like the one we were invited to film. We were embedded on a tour with a fantastic group of people and made great friends for life. This tour brought us all over Switzerland, from Gruyère to Lauterbrunnen to Zermatt, into Italy and St. Moritz. It was a trip of a lifetime and something I would definitely recommend. It's like taking a cruise to different ports, except it's through the stunning landscape of Switzerland. Switzerland is full of medieval history, and one of the things I like most about that is all the old castles and ruins from the Middle Ages. Medieval castles are located all throughout Europe, and Switzerland has a few cool ones as well. We were in the Rhone Valley to shoot a film about Diego, whose family moved here from France in the year 1387. Diego's family has been making wine here for generations, and he was so pleasant to work with and just fun to be around. He gave us a great interview and a tour of his facility and his vineyards, and then that night he hosted us at his restaurant where we filled up on raclette. I can't wait to go back and see Diego again. While we were in that area, we made time to visit a few castles in addition to the Roman amphitheater that was built at the beginning of the 2nd century. It could accommodate about 5,000 spectators of the games that happened there. It's like a mini Colosseum built by the invading Romans and is still standing after 2,000 years. It was so quiet when we were there, but it wasn't hard to imagine the cheering that once took place. This was such an incredible sight to see. Switzerland is a walking and hiking country, and some of my favorite hikes are in Switzerland. I've hiked all around the world, from the Peruvian Andes, including Machu Picchu, hiking at nearing 10,000 feet in the Peruvian Andes, across the Grand Canyon, the Italian Dolomites, and the Julian Alps in Slovenia, to name a few, but nothing can compare to the hiking and quality of trails in Switzerland. Many of the hikes are challenging, but not really too hard if you are in decent shape. The hikes I'm talking about mostly are the end-to-end hikes, and usually take anywhere from 8 to 10 or 12 days, and include staying in a few mountain huts as well as a lot of nice hotels along the way. When you stay overnight at the mountain huts, it's usually dorm style, but some huts have a few private rooms. Either way, I suggest a reservation, but it's much more comfortable than camping, and you only carry a few pounds instead of all that camping gear. Plus, you'll probably have a host like Claudia making some hot and hearty post-hike meal like she did for us when we shot a short video about her mountain hut high up in the Swiss Alps. Claudia runs a family-style hut that is clean and comfortable with great food. Our Swiss filming adventures have enabled us to experience cheese and chocolate making, wine production, local artisan bread making, fly fishing, and end-to-end hiking through the most beautiful parts of the Swiss Alps. Switzerland is full of history and natural wonders to explore. Put it on your bucket list and see for yourself. Thanks for watching the video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you know of an epic place in Switzerland we should be filming, please mention it below. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. See you next time.